The Houston Texans defense is the team nobody wants to play. And once you watch the film, you'll see exactly why. Because against Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in football, they got 8 sacks in one game. He threw 0 touchdowns that night, and they picked him off twice. But here's what makes them so scary. They're not doing anything fancy. They're doing something simple, something most teams just can't stop. Will Anderson Jr., Danielle Hunter, Derek Stingley Jr. Names that make quarterbacks worry before the game even starts. This breakdown shows you how they do it, the real reason they dominate. Let's start on the edge. When you watch Texans film, your eyes go to the edges first, because that's where Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter live. 2 of the most terrifying pass rushers in the NFL. Both ranked top 10 in sacks this season. But these aren't just good players, they're game wreckers. The kind who make coordinators redraw entire game plans. And here's the crazy part. The Texans only rush 4 guys, because why blitz when your edges win one-on-one every time? Watch every snap. Anderson and Hunter collapse the pocket from outside. They drive quarterbacks backward into trouble. Most defenses need 5 or 6 rushers. Houston does it with 4. That's not scheme, that's dominance. But when both play together, something else happens. It's the Will Anderson Jr. effect. Here's a play against the Steelers. Justin Fields peeks at Anderson Jr. Before the snap, his eyes say everything. Nope, not dealing with that. So he snaps the ball and stays locked on Anderson's side. But Fields is so worried about his left, he doesn't feel the right. Danielle Hunter comes free on his blind side. A blindside sack from the front side. Even if Fields saw Hunter coming, it wouldn't matter, because Anderson Jr. destroyed the double team on the left anyway. This is the Will Anderson Jr. effect. His presence is so terrifying, quarterbacks forget about everything else. They focus on stopping him, and Hunter gets free. Both edges win, because one demands all the attention. But what happens when they actually blitz? The Texans rarely blitz. They don't need to, but when they do, it's devastating. Against the Rams, Will Anderson Jr. wasn't even on the field. So LA double-teamed Danielle Hunter. DeMeco Ryans saw this and used it against them. The interior runs a stunt to the right. This opens a gap for linebacker Henry To'oTo'o. He shoots through untouched. Stafford goes down. It's not often Sean McVay gets outsmarted, but DeMeco Ryan won this chess match. The front 7 generates pressure, but pressure means nothing if receivers are open. So let's talk about the secondary. The Texans' favorite coverage is cover 4. They run it 3rd most in the league. 4 deep defenders divide the field, 2 linebackers cover underneath, and they bracket receivers between 2 zones. Derek Stingley Jr. aligns outside because he has help everywhere. Kamari Lassiter forces receivers toward the sideline. The boundary becomes his cushion, so receivers have nowhere to go. They're not just covering, they're funneling, pushing players into zones where help is waiting, but the players executing it make the difference. Watch Jalen Peter read the quarterback's eyes and steal everything. The Texans secondary doesn't just cover, they anticipate, and nobody does it better than Jalen Peter. Against the Ravens, Cooper Rush wants to hit Zay Flowers, but Peter reads his eyes first. He undercuts the route, Rush pump fakes, trapped, and the pass rush swallows him. Against the Jaguars, same thing. Trevor Lawrence loads up for a corner route. Peter sinks into his zone, covering 2 options at once. Lawrence throws, Peter drives on it. Interception. The secondary locks down receivers. The pass rush terrorizes quarterbacks. But what about the run game? The Texans stuff the run too. Watch against the Colts. Jonathan Taylor tries a counter. The Colts open a hole initially, but it closes instantly. E.J. Speed blitzes to penetrate the line. His rush prevents the center from getting upfield. Henry To'oTo'o fills the gap free. Meanwhile, Will Anderson Jr. runs a twist outside. Taylor bounces out, right into Anderson's arms. Every gap covered, every angle taken away. This is team defense, but one game showed the world everything. Week 12, prime time, Josh Allen. The Texans shocked the entire world. Week 12, Bills at Texans on primetime. Josh Allen, one of the best in football. Houston sacked him 8 times, 0 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The Bills couldn't run, couldn't pass, couldn't breathe. 3rd and 6, Bills down by 4. Texans run man coverage everywhere. Every receiver locked down. Allen scrambles, but his line is getting thrown around. Danielle Hunter obliterates Spencer Brown. Allen leaps over his own center. Hunter makes a diving tackle. Game over. That wasn't luck. That was controlled chaos. The Texans' defense is chaos, but it's controlled chaos. Every player knows their assignment. Every technique is executed perfectly. Watch any play. The pass rush is relentless, but disciplined. The coverage is sticky, but instinctual. Nothing is wild. Everything is calculated. Edge rushers collapse the pocket, but stay in their lanes. Linebackers blitz, but only when the scheme calls for it. The secondary reads eyes and jumps routes at the perfect moment. When you mix well-coached teams with freakish athletes, you get a problem. The Texans don't beat you with tricks. They beat you with execution. But what makes them different? 2 things: coaching and mentality. DeMeco Ryan was a Pro Bowl linebacker. Now he's the head coach. And he built this defense in his image. Physical, disciplined, relentless. Ryan doesn't ask for perfection. He asks for consistency. Same technique, same effort, every snap. Ryan and Matt Burke created a system that maximizes talent. The Texans don't give up big plays. They force offenses to earn every yard. Watch how they play together. Edge rushers trust the coverage. Secondary trusts the pass rush. That trust comes from coaching, from preparation, from knowing the plan works. Great coaching plus elite talent plus nasty mentality. That's a defense that can win championships. The cliche says defense wins championships. And the Texans have a defense that can carry them there. This isn't about one player. Anderson gets doubled, Hunter eats, Hunter gets chipped. The secondary locks down, everyone contributes. Top 10 in sacks, elite in coverage, stingy against the run. When freakish athletes are disciplined, bad things happen for offenses. Quarterbacks have no room to breathe. Running backs have nowhere to go. This is why the Texans have a real shot. Their first Super Bowl ever. Because this defense doesn't just stop offenses, it bullies them into submission. This is the Texans' defense. Not scheme, not tricks. Just elite players executing perfectly. This defense is built for championships. If this breakdown showed you why, like and subscribe. Which player scares you most? Comment below, because this defense is coming for everyone.